Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majewski coming to you live from the North Georgia Majestic West Studios with some live severe weather coverage. I decided to go ahead and blank in on this. Nothing too widespread. I'm really concerned about the flooding potential. We're getting flood warnings up all over the place. And just looking at the precipitation that's kind of breaking out here, not moving all that much. So I'm really concerned about the flooding aspect on this. So we're going to stay on here for just a little while this afternoon and kind of track this stuff and see how things are progressing as we've got multiple flash flood warnings out. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning up there in metro Atlanta as well. So hopefully you guys will be able to stay on top of this stuff. And this is the kind of stuff I'm expecting here basically through the weekend. We're going to have to deal with this going on throughout the weekend. So this is also going to be the first time I'm streaming on the 24-hour channel. It's on its own live stream, and then I've got this one going right now. So first time I've attempted to try to do something like this, and I don't even know if this is going to work or not. So because I'm not seeing anybody popping in here on the viewership, I'll keep an eye on it. We'll give it a try here. Hey, there goes. All right, good. We're getting somebody showing up in here. Good. Yeah, y'all comment in the comments there. Let me know because I'm not sure if I'm going to get my data or not because I'm streaming on 2 different platforms right now. So anyway, y'all chime in on the chat. Give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, do that. So let's get into what's going on out there right now. Let's go ahead and take a look here first at the latest watches and warnings out there right now. As you can see, we've got that one severe thunderstorm warning that's currently up there in right there in Gwinnett County. So let me go and get into that information here real quick. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer here. That yellow area, that's your severe thunderstorm warning right there. Goes until 4:30. And that's going to go for areas there in central DeKalb and north central Georgia and southwestern Gwinnett. Goes until 4:30. Okay, so that's for that heavy storm there. And I'm really, like I said, I'm more concerned about these flood warnings than more than anything else. You got the flood warning there. It goes for another 5 hours. Goes till 9:30. Again, that's going to be for southern Cherokee County, northeastern Cobb County, and northwestern DeKalb County, and parts of Fulton County, as well as west central Gwinnett County. So a lot of metro Atlanta getting under the gun here. Then we got the stuff here from earlier. We still got the flooding up here across North Georgia as well. This going here for Fannin County and Gilmer County, and that goes until 4:45. So we got about 45 minutes more on that one. And then we got this other one here, Blairsville as well. That one here, that one goes until 9:45. This one going for Union County and Towns County, again, goes until 9:45. So we're getting a lot of heavy rain in here with these storms. They're not moving all that much, and that's really causing us a lot of problems. So let's take a look at some of these rainfall totals. Let's talk about that and get that going in here. Again, what's interesting is I've had people complain about not getting any rain, and they may get it all at once. It's just amazing to see it. Look at this stuff. This stuff's barely moving. It's almost like thunderstorms are kind of playing bumper cars with each other right now, to say the least. So let's look at here some of the storm totals here, like in the warned area here. So this area here showing over 2.5 inches right there to the west of Alpharetta right now. And look how fast this stuff's just filling in here. Almost 2 inches of rain. It's just filling in very, very rapidly in a short amount of time, to say the least on this. Let me turn that back off. And let's zoom back out again. Look at these rainfall totals from those earlier storms up near LJ. These are very impressive. Look at these. These are very high. Almost 3 inches there. There you go. 3 inches there as well. Just about 3 inches there. So, I mean, yeah, so very, very heavy rainfall totals in here. They're filling in across this zone. Hey, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and make sure you give us a subscribe if you can, and make sure you hit the like button there. Got to get that algorithm engaged. Again, I'm not sure how this is going to work because this is the first time that I've tried to do a live coverage while the 24-hour channel is going. Now, one of the things that I'm going to have to figure out is I got to figure out how to switch this over to the 24-hour channel when we're streaming. That part I'm still learning, so you guys got to bear with me on that there, okay? So we're still getting this going. So anyway, but boy, I tell you, right at rush hour, this has got to be absolutely terrible, man. Traffic's got to be absolutely a nightmare for folks trying to get out of getting out of Gwinnett County, get on the north side perimeter. Just absolutely, man. So if you got a loved one that's coming home tonight, and yeah, if they're late, you're going to know why, because this stuff is really dumping into these areas quite a bit. I mean, look at all this heavy rain going up toward Buford And again, we got multiple special weather statements as well as the severe thunderstorm warning that we got out there right now. So again, got a couple of special weather statements over here. Hold on, let me get my pen going here. I got my pen turned back on. There we go. I've not used this in a hot minute, so there's that. And then we got a couple up here into North Carolina as well. So it is a stormy afternoon, man. And I think we're going to do it again tomorrow, too. I think we're going to see more of this here for tomorrow as we've got, we got this for today. And let me fix my thing there. For some reason, my counter was all jacked up today. I'm not sure why, but it was. So here we go. Fix that. So there's the outlook, obviously, for today. And they extended it all the way down into the central portion of Georgia. And tomorrow will be mostly northeast. That's what it's at least showing for now, unless it gets adjusted tomorrow. And then, obviously, Sunday coming up a lot of North Georgia again, basically north of Interstate 20. So we got the whole weekend to kind of watch this and see what's going on. So if you got anything to report there in the chat, go ahead and do so. Go ahead and take that and put that in there and let me know what you got going on in there. And I'm suspecting, if looking at what my data is showing me here, what I'm going to have to do, I'm not going to fool with it right now. We'll just take this as a lesson learned, is that I'm going to have to take that the 24-hour channel down when I want to do this, because the algorithm's just not going to work with me at all. I mean, that viewer rate is extremely low from what we typically get. So yeah, lesson learned. You cannot live stream two different things and expect to get any viewership, because YouTube's not going to alert anybody. All right, we got that in our back pocket. We know. We got that in my back pocket. I know how it goes, so that's how it goes. So we'll learn. Let me go back over here to the radar here. There we go. And I got a new subscriber there, so thank you, whoever that was. I do appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely a rainy afternoon. I see Blairsville looking. Power outages in Norcross being reported. Let me take a look at the power outages. I'll take a look at that real quick. And I'm going to have to get a replacement for this one app I was using to get those power outages because I turned it off. But they're still active right now, so I can check on this. Let me see what the power outage is doing for you guys real quick. I'll get you an update on that. Let me take a look here. What we got here? Data overlays. Let's see here. Looking for power outages here. And let's see here. We're looking for the state. Okay, that's turned on. So state, right now in the state of Georgia, you got about 10,000 without power. You got about 10,000 without power right now. So, yeah, we're gonna probably have a few of those with a lot of lightning and thunder. My wife was driving in this stuff, and she was saying it was just coming down in buckets. It was really slow for her to come home. She just walked in the door. So she had a long drive getting in here. Yeah, my wife said she's been driving all day. I appreciate that. But I did get her stuff she asked for, so she's very happy with me on that front. North Cobb is finally settling down a bit. Well, that's good to see. But again, man, the thing that's surprising me the most on this stuff, guys, is the fact that this stuff's just not moving very fast. It's just kind of sitting. And those rainfall totals are going to be something. So would not shock me if we get a few more warnings and stuff out on this. I'm not streaming over on Facebook. I'm just doing this on YouTube right now. So one good thing about having that on our Facebook page, I've got an automatic alert system. So all the special weather statements, flash flood warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, they all post automatically now on the Facebook page. So that really takes a little pressure on me from posting there when I'm trying to do coverage here, obviously. So, but hey, Julie, I'm learning something with YouTube. You cannot stream both live and this at the same time, because you just don't get the audience. They won't do it. So, a lot of heavy rain. Was it bad? Yeah, my wife was coming up 85. She said it was really, really bad. So it's very heavy rains on that. So I'll give you guys an example. For right now, there's 71 people watching right now. That is way, way below where we normally go when we come on here and do a live event with 14,000 followers. So basically, that means the algorithm will not engage. Now, for you 79 people out there right now, you can help it. If you can, we'll see if we can push this a little bit. Just go ahead and hit that. Make sure you hit the like button. I'm sure a lot of you guys are already subscribers, but if you're not subscribed, just help us out there, because that is way lower than what we normally get when we're doing any kind of severe weather coverage. And part of that's because I've got another streaming channel going right now. So I've got to figure out how to best to handle that for future references. So anyway, My main concern here, guys, I'm gonna say it again, is going to be the flooding stuff. So, just so you guys know, it only takes 12 inches of moving water to move a car. That's it. But you got a foot of fat moves in water, you can go ahead and get that. And that is something to go. Oh, you did get the Max. You did get the alert. I went live. That's good. Yeah, that's a good thing. I'm good to see that. But these numbers are way off what they're supposed to be. And I think that's the algorithm saying, hey, you can't do that, pal. You're already streaming live somewhere else. So I got that. So, but I mean, I could probably disengage the other one and see if that works for us. So yeah, not sure how I could do that. But I'll leave it alone. I don't want to fool with it. It'll mess me up. I don't want to mess with this live. That's the big thing. I just don't want to mess with this and mess it up for you guys. So, oops, wrong. Go back over here. All right, there we go. I got so much work to still do on this thing. That's for sure. Chris Scott, you see your notification as well. That's good. That's good. Y'all did. But man, I tell you, it's gonna be interesting to see who gets the rain and who doesn't this weekend. I tell you, it's we're gonna be going up to Blairsville tomorrow up for the Artisan Festival going on up there, and hopefully the rain stays away from us long enough to enjoy that. Rita said she got the alert. Okay, well, as long as y'all got the alerts, but like I said, those numbers are very low. So, hey, if you guys just joined us, we are in severe weather mode. Not so much that because we got a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. We do have one there in Cherokee County and stuff like that. We do have the one that's out here right now. It just came out. So let me switch over to that. Again, kind of going into here. So let me go to interactive mode here. So we got the one warning here that's coming over parts of Metro Atlanta right now. Goes till 4:30. But the thing I'm really concerned about is the flooding. We're getting a lot. These rainfall rates are extremely high. You guys saw that flooding taking place out in Texas. I mean, the precipitable water rates are very, very high. Thus, all the flash flood warnings you see scrolling down below right now, like Dawson and Lumpkin counties under flood warnings right now. So we've got all of these flood warnings to concern. Obviously, we still got those heat advisories. That's in the orange there to the east. We'll probably see those again, by the way, for tomorrow as well. But we're definitely dealing with some very active weather here for this afternoon. If you guys got anything that we can report there in the chat, go ahead and put that in there as well. Let's see. Okay, you're worried about these up here in Northwest. Okay, so let me go back over this again. So slow this down for you. I'll slow it down for you guys. All right. So let's talk about this. I'll slow it down. All right. So right now, as it stands, I've got severe thunderstorm warning just came out for DeKalb, Henry, and Rockdale County. Those just got added. You just saw it pop up there. So that's for this down here. That goes until 4:45. Okay, that goes for Rockdale, DeKalb, and Northern Henry goes till 4:45. Storm was located over Richardson Park, and 60-mile-per-hour winds is the main thing. This storm is nearly stationary. See, that's the problem. These storms are nearly stationary when you see stuff like that. All right, so the yellow there is your severe thunderstorm warning. The green is your flash flood warnings. You see those. You got three of them out there. And I mean, these little boxes that are kind of that skin color, those are special weather statements. So they're not quite severe, but there's thunderstorms in the area that are causing 40, 50-mile-per-hour winds. So not quite severe weather criteria. All right, so that's what that means there. And of course, all that orange is for that heat advisory stuff. So that's what we're seeing right now. So again, I know what we're going to get. We're going to get to some folks that are going to be, oh, we got flooded, we got all this rain, and you're going to get folks that are going to chime in and says, we didn't get a drop of rain, man. It never fails. But again, this is really concerning about these rainfall rates. I want to go back over the rainfall rates again here. Again, make sure if you can help us out with the algorithm here. I'm not sure if we can overcome this two-stream thing. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to. So let me go over to interactive here and go to the rates here. That's the rates are the big thing here that I'm going to watch closely and see how much. Again, you start seeing those orange colors. That's over an inch of rain. Okay, that's what you're going to be seeing out there. And then when we start getting a lot more of those reds in here, that's going to get in the 2 to 3 inch category. So Getting some very heavy rains there just the west of Buford. I'm seeing 2¼ inches there. Got 2 inches there south of Roswell. Alpharetta's gotten over 2.5. So really coming down right now in buckets out there. Yeah, this is I'm gonna have to talk to my tech guy. I got to figure out the digital network that I'm part of. These guys that have the 24-hour streaming channels, they can flip it over to the streaming channel and go from there and push out alerts. I have not got the technical experience or expertise to do that just yet, but I will learn how to do that in time. But yeah, we are not getting the audience we typically get when we do these lives. Not even close. But I do appreciate you 78 folks that are out there watching. We're just not getting the exposure. That's all right. Lesson learned. We learning. We are definitely learning because for something like this, on a Friday we should be getting a lot more activity. That's for sure. See, stream settings looks good. Got 43 likes right now. So you guys, you folks out there, hit that like button, man. See if you get that algorithm a little bit of a kick. We got to get more people in here to watch this. All right, so we got a couple of warnings out there right now. DeKalb and Gwinnett counties right now for another 19 minutes till about 4:30 on those two down there for DeKalb and Gwinnett, and then of course we got those other ones down to the south. The problem when you get this kind of heavy rain, especially in urban areas, we got a lot of concrete. You get a lot of runoff. And what sometimes happens, if you guys recall a few weeks back, we had a situation downtown where we got a lot of heavy rain, and the sewage drainage systems got all stopped up and caused major flooding on stuff. That's one of the major concerns there. And then of course you got those creeks that run down through Atlanta, which is going to cause problems there. Looks like flood warning up in Towns County, or severe thunderstorm warning updated there. That just got updated. I see that. Let me see what that updated here. So, kind of reading this here. Goes till 4:30, and that's Peachtree Corners, Lilburn, Norcross, Clarkston, and storms barely stationary. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a major problem. Hopefully these things will settle down the atmosphere a little bit. It won't be that bad. But, yeah, I've got to figure out. Gonna have to figure out the whole thing. Y'all getting those. Hey, way to go, likes. There you go, guys. You guys got that likes going. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I see it just jumped to 57. Yeah, that's sent Eagle for 400 joules. Hey, well, thank you, Rita. I appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys out there. That got the Conquerors. Yeah, you guys can make it bump. But you're gonna have to help me out, man. Every one of y'all get to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, get that stuff going, man. Because that audience is, we typically will average between 400 or 500 viewers at a time whenever we do severe weather coverage. We're only got like 92 right now, so it's the algorithm's not liking us today because of the other live that's going at the same time. So, like I said, I learned. Oh, my cat's starting to yell. That means we got a 15-year-old cat upstairs. So whenever my wife comes home, he starts meowing like crazy. I see heavy rain, lightning, and coming. My daughter working in town said her business was struck twice. Oh, wow. Susan Lennis just shared that on the chat there. Buford, you guys are stuck in the soup right now. Y'all get some heavy rains right now. You see that up in the kind of glazing by. Now, luckily, I'm not too far from you guys. You kind of see here a little bit. Oops, where did my pen go? Oh, here it is. I got my pen over here. Flash flood warning issued now for Forsyth and Gwinnett County. Forsyth and Gwinnett. See, they're adding these really quickly. I'm over here in Brazelton. That's where I'm at. There's Buford right there, getting some heavy rains and stuff. So we just got another flash flood warning here that just came out. Let's go back over to the current watches and warnings. Yeah, they just added that. This is good. This is going to be a bit of a problem, guys. I really hate this. Flooding is probably my worst hated thing. It's my thing I hate the most. I really hate seeing that because people do not smart things. Okay. All right. So this is for South Central Forsyth and Northwestern Gwinnett, and it goes till 10:15 tonight. Radars indicated between 1 and 2 inches of rain have fallen, and rainfall rates of 2 to 3 inches per hour. Flash flooding is ongoing and expected to begin in air shortly. So they're getting a lot of probably getting some flooding on the interstates too. So we're getting some major problems here, up 85, up 400, and some very big cities here in the area down in the metro area. So still dealing with that severe thunderstorm warning in DeKalb and Gwinnett. So again, anywhere in this area, Buford, Suwanee, Johns Creek, Duluth, Lawrenceville, you're going to be getting a lot of heavy rains in this area right now. So just know that we're going to be dealing with flooding conditions and heavy rains, and that's going to continue to be a problem until this stuff starts to die down and settle down. And it's gonna take it a hot minute, that's for sure. Not going to be going anywhere anytime very quickly. As you can see here, the wider perspective, and this goes back over to Alabama. You can kind of see what's going on over here as well. And thank you for that new subscriber, by the way. Thank you. And get a little thunder outside my door. Hopefully we won't have anything come up our way to cause us any big problems there. Go back over the radar here. Let me pull it back on this. And Fannin and Gilmore warnings. So, man, this stuff, man, I just do not like what I'm seeing here, guys. This is not good. Just thunderstorms blowing up, and the precipitable water. And I was worried about this morning when I briefed it. I was doing the morning brief this morning and was talking about the flooding potential, because the storms, just like yesterday's, were not going to move all that much. And that's what we're seeing again here for this afternoon, is these storms not moving. And what'll happen is you'll get these outflow boundaries from other storms, and they'll collide into each other, and you'll get new storms that'll kind of flutter. Yeah, you had, I heard a little thunder here in Brazelton too there, if you're here in the Hamilton Mill area there. Absolutely. Getting there. Thank you for those likes. Keep those likes going, guys. I just, and yeah, likes and subscribes. That's the only way we're going to get around the algorithm, basically, what's the word I can use without being dirty? Blocking me. Okay, we'll just say that. Blocking me since I'm streaming on twice at the same time. I cannot do that. All right. Anyway, let's go up to North Georgia. We still got some stuff up here in Rabun County, too. You've seen some heavy rains up here. That's where they got some flooding going on out there as well. Looks like Hiawassee just getting a glancing blow there, and Blairsville getting some stuff. Dawsonville, Dahlonega, you're quiet here for a moment. Jasper, you're okay. You had some heavier rains earlier. LJ got dumped on very good earlier as well. But now it looks like everything's kind of concentrated on the north and east side of Metro Atlanta. Really kind of getting stuck on here really bad. So this is going to keep, and I'm just trying to see if there's any indications of this stuff finally weaken out. It may take it a while before it goes down. So we're going to have some flooding pictures. It's got a funny fear we're going to see that here for tonight. Now take a look at some of the quad cameras here. You kind of check and look there. Blairsville getting a little bit of rain right now. Helen's dry for the moment. And you see the dark clouds there in Dahlonega and Brazelton, outside my back door, looking pretty decent there. Looks like there's some stormy clouds there to the north, up to the east there of Helen, but Helen's dry there for the moment. There's the Athens campus view. They're looking at some sunshine, plenty of heat there right now. And there's the Dahlonega camera looking back to the west, seeing some storms there as well too. Dalton's looking okay right now, no problems there. And that's Sky Valley, also some rains in the area up there, obviously, as well. So that is all the camera views right there. Just wanted to go through those real quickly and to keep an eye on that. So let's see. Crystal Griffin says she got 2 inches of rain at Woodstock and still pouring. Yeah, that's definitely some heavy stuff there coming down there in your area there. Let's see, power went out about 15 minutes ago in South Macon. You're getting some stuff down there, too. I take that as well. So, again, you guys, if you got any reports, if you are watching and you've got a rain gauge, or if you got some reports that you could pass along, if you have any power outages in your area, pass that along in the chat as well. If you are watching and you got some information you want to pass along from some of the weather in your backyard, please put it in the chat there. I do appreciate that. And keep that like button going there. The main reason why we ask for that, guys, is not only to help with the algorithm, but the big thing is the turnover rate. We get about right now we're averaging 4 minutes and 50 seconds per turnover. So in order for the algorithm to stay active, you got to do all that other crap. Which I'll be glad when this channel is big enough to where I got to do that stuff, and where I can be like the two big boys out there with Mr. Hall and Mr. Max, and those guys don't have to do that. But unfortunately, we're kind of a small local channel, so we have to do that. You have to play with that algorithm a little bit. So anyhow, No, none. Look, these storms are not. We're not looking at tornadoes. Okay, we are not talking about tornadic storms here with these storms. These are summertime thunderstorms where you've got like dropping rocks in a pond, and there was weakness here in the middle of the state. The upper level winds and everything else are not conducive for any kind of tornadic stuff. Now, when these storms collapse, they can really drive down some winds down to the surface very quickly, and you get these 50, 60 mile per hour winds very easily, especially when you get the onset of that precipitation. That's the stuff you got to look for. A lot of cloud to ground lightning, obviously, that's in the cards with this, and the localized flooding, which is the big problem with this here as well. So Gainesville, you're dry here for the moment, but looks like you got something that may be heading your way, possibly. You kind of see that there with this blow up here that's just coming up there. So maybe that'll kind of move in that way. You might get a little bit of rain here shortly. But that is... We're still at 4:20 in the afternoon, so we're still dealing with max heating right now. Now, this will help cool the atmosphere down a little bit, but I tell you, this stuff down here, where you can clearly see where a couple of storms kind of merged together there, see the intensity of the lightning go up in that area. So when I use the term bumper cars, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. So you can clearly see how that severe thunderstorm warning in that area really corresponded with a couple of those cells kind of playing bumper cars with each other. In that area. So, boy, I tell you, I would hate to be on the road. Not raining in Mountain City and Raven yet, but thundering in Dayton Gark. Yeah, Julia, Julia's one of our main supporters of this channel. She's up there in Raven County. She's up there in Mountain City. So she's got some stuff in the area just up near Dillard, up near the Dillard House, which I love eating there, by the way. I love the Dillard House. I wish those guys would advertise with us. Anybody who wants to advertise with us, give me a call, will you? Just waiting for the rain to slam Cleveland. Okay, you're in Cleveland right now. Let's go down to Cleveland and see how Cleveland's looking. Cleveland, you got some stuff to the east of you. Not sure if it's going to get in your way. It doesn't look too bad right there. But Cleveland, you're looking all right. Pretty dark clouds up Murray County. Well, Murray looking all right now. It looks like everything's down to your south. So not bad there in Murray County right now. Everything looking pretty good. Cynthia said they got about a third dimension coming off exit 16. All right, so that's kind of in between where the big rains are falling. So definitely getting that in there. Eat at Telmo Grill. Never tried that there, Dante's Farm. I need to. Like I said, the wife and I are going to be up in Blairsville tomorrow. We're going up there tomorrow to go up to the little art festival they're having up there. All right. Let's see. Let's go back on the watch this morning here. I want to pull back out of this so I can kind of show the wider perspective here. So, again, right now we've got 2 severe thunderstorm warnings and 4 flood warnings out there right now. So that is what we're seeing there currently, and these ones down here toward the metro area, those are gonna last a little while. That's not going anywhere anytime soon. That's gonna last a little bit. These right here, that's gonna last a hot minute. Oops, turn the real pin on. There you go. Yeah, you can see it. There you go. My current map. Oh, not there. Let's go back over to this one. There you go. Oh, I gotta work on this one. I've been working so much on the streaming channel and on the other stuff. I haven't messed with this. This is my Save Severe Weather show here. I've not worked on this one in a while, so I need to do some work. Like I haven't put all my interactive stuff on here, so I really need to do that. Leaving Beaufort to drive to Johns Creek in an hour. Hopefully it dies down. Catherine, hopefully it will, but that's going to be a very hard drive. Just make sure you're safe. And make sure you just take your time and do not cross any kind of flooded roads, okay? That's the only thing I could tell you right now, because that is looking pretty nasty there from Beaufort over to Johns Creek. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer here. You can see the Beaufort is getting heavy rain down there. There's a bit of a gap between there. See the gap between Beaufort and Johns Creek, but you got some stuff here to the south that may move in here. Again, it's kind of hard to tell where this stuff's going because it's kind of moving in all different directions. It's just the storms, moving around, and they'll settle down here eventually. The atmosphere will cool off. The the convective energy, which we call CAPE, that's kind of feeding this stuff because it was so hot and humid today, that'll start settling down, as it does appear to be settling down a little bit, which is good. Hey, if you're new here to the channel, make sure you give us a subscribe there, and make sure you hit that like button if you can, as we're fighting the YouTube algorithm blues this afternoon, because I got to take the 24-hour channel down when I do this next time, so I'll just have to stop it and bring it back up. You can't. No, it isn't that, Julia. I am streaming on both channels at the same time right now. I am doing both, but YouTube don't like that. YouTube will not alert audiences properly when I'm doing two. It does not like that. So, lesson learned. All righty. Hey, anybody got any pictures they can sell? Or can show of any kind of flooding? I guess I need to post that on Facebook and see if anybody can post any kind of flooding pictures or anything out there. I'll put that on Facebook right now. Let me check that out. Oops. Let's go over to Facebook. I'm going to just do a quick thing. Oh, I don't want that. Come on. Oops. Sorry about that. There we go. I'm going to use the green background. Any flooding pictures? Please post down below. Stay safe. I'm just going to put that, just something I put on Facebook, see if I got anybody to kind of share there. There you go. Put that out there for everybody. All right. One thing I'm very glad on the Facebook side is that we've got that automatic alert posting system. So every time there's a warning or stuff, one thing I always hated when I was doing these, whenever we were doing these live coverages in the past, whenever new warnings or stuff would come out, there was no way for me to do proper coverage on YouTube and be able to post that stuff on Facebook at the same time. And now we can. So that's a nice little service we just added to the channel here. So I will record a forecast update for the channel later once we get off air from this. But that was a big plus. All right, we're almost up to 100 likes. Way to go, guys! Do appreciate that. And we added 3 new subscribers. So for you 3 guys who just came on board, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Go back over to the rainfall rates. I'm going to keep going back over to this because I want to keep an eye on the totals here. See how much is kind of filling in here. Definitely. You want to talk about localized? We could definitely tell where the localized stuff, where the heavy stuff is. Right here, Buford, right near Alpharetta, right down here south of town. It looks like up here. I know the Braves are supposed to play tonight, but hopefully it gets on out of there before game time. I know they got a game against Texas. So needless to say, batting practice is inside today. It does not look, yeah, because it's raining over near Truist Park too, just near Smyrna. Of course, the park is right there. So you get some really heavy stuff over here. Fair Oaks and Smyrna and Marietta getting some heavy downpours. Yeah, getting some pretty good heavy action in there. At least the stuff in Sandy Springs and Roswell is starting to settle down a little bit. But boy, this stuff east of town still pretty nasty down there. Stockbridge, east of Stockbridge, north of McDonough. That's very nasty. That's some heavy stuff going on there. Very heavy. So looks like things are starting to settle down here a little bit. That's good to see. But the flood warnings are going to last a while. Again, all that water's got to run off somewhere. So again, it looks like everything's kind of shifting here a little bit here to the east through Gwinnett County, coming down through Rockdale County. Looks like that's where the heaviest stuff is. And then we got some stuff up here getting near Helen too. Got some rain getting close to Helen right now. And we do have that one Helen camera. Let's see which one was Helen. That was that one. I always forget which one it was. There it is. That camera 1. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch the Helen cam there. It's getting a little dark up there to the east, and there's the street level camera. It's like that's the upper right hand one there. Yeah, see the dark clouds there. Yeah, it looks like some rain coming into the Helen area here real soon. So for you folks up that way, watch out. Got some heavy rains coming your way. All right. All right. Staying on top of things. Yeah, I love all the loves, man. Hey, if anybody wants to become a member, you can go over to our member services. We do have 2 levels of membership. We have the Brick Tamlin level. If y'all remember the movie Anchorman, that was the weather guy there that Steve Carell played. And then, of course, we have the Jim Cantore level, which is $3.99 on that one per month. So, of course, Jim for those who don't know, Jim Cantore just celebrated 40 years at the Weather Channel. 40 years. Now, when I worked with him, he had a set of hair still. That was back in the late 90s. I worked in the radio department there at the Weather Channel, and but those are my 2 levels there, membership services here on the YouTube channel, if you're interested in that. But it looks like things are settling down a little bit. But, of course, every time I think that things will settle down, something will blow up somewhere else. But, yeah, this stuff fired up a little bit sooner than it did yesterday. Yesterday was a little bit later in the day. And it can always vary from day to day. So, tomorrow, you guys up here across Northeast Georgia, at least that's the favored zone, is up in here. So we'll watch closely, see how that stuff develops here going forward tomorrow. And we'll see how that works out. 106 likes. All right, way to go, guys. Keep that like button going there. Appreciate that. Yeah, you see the stuff getting close. Sati getting ready to pull into Helen there. Cleveland is just off to your east. I'm not sure if it's going to work its way into Cleveland. It's trying to. I got a little rain here, and I mean like a 0.01 inches here in Brazelton. So I could definitely feel. I've been missing a lot of the big rain events here. I mean, so far this month I've only had 1.66 inches here at my station. So kind of missed out on some of this. But some of the stuff's getting ready to move into the Gainesville area, Oakwood. I got a little rain moving into from my area, so this is just starting to develop. So I'll probably start getting some rains here pretty soon here in Brazelton. For those who watch, I had a lady who I was in Kroger a few minutes ago and said they watched this all the time. So I was like, yeah, always great to have people acknowledge that they watch the channel. Hey, no problem. I appreciate giving you guys coverage. That's what we're here for. I will tell you, folks, I'm glad we got the streaming channel up, version 1 of this thing. I'm glad to have the alerts going. That's great. We're kind of building. It's good to see the progress going little by little. We're getting close to 100,000 on Facebook. We still got a lot of work to go on YouTube. YouTube, we got to get up to 25,000. That's going to be a little ways off. That's maybe if we get something tropical, that'll help us out a little bit there. Which we're going to be watching the tropics all weekend. By the way, guys, we could get a depression out there, maybe. But something we're going to watch here throughout the weekend. But when we get to our weather equipment, the professional weather equipment and stuff, that'll allow us to stream over to that channel and go live over there and push the alerts and stuff. That's going to be a big, nice upgrade. I'm telling you, it's going to be really nice. You'll have more of the current conditions, which I can't put on my weather wheel right now. But when we get our upgrade, we'll be able to do that, like current temperatures and radar and satellite and all that stuff. We'll be able to get that over there. So Vicky Cox said just finished up with a bad storm there in Lilburn. Yeah, things are starting to improve there in Lilburn. You can see that right there. It looks like the worst of here is over toward Lawrenceville area and Snellville getting the heavier rains right now. And you can see the accumulations there of the rain here just starting to fall. Here's your 1 hour. This is just rain in the last hour. These are 1 hour rainfall rates. So clearly over an inch plus there. And this is the rain that's fallen in the last 3 hours. So it goes total storm accumulation. There we go. So quite a healthy amount of rain here falling on the north side of town, all the way up to North Georgia. It started when I did my updates earlier. This is where it all started. And then it erupted down here to the south. So the weakness was clearly right in the middle of the state, and that's where we're getting all the heavy stuff coming in there. I keep going back a little. Okay, so we got that one warning expired. That one's gone. Still got this one down here to the south. So let's check that real quick. That goes till 4:45. So we got about another 10 minutes on that one. So we'll see if we get any more right there. Looking at the radar right now, I would say what we're starting to see is looks like the atmosphere is starting to settle down just a bit, which is good which is good for us. But it's starting to shift a little bit. So Winder, Monroe, Social Circle, Covington. Looks like you're seeing. It looks like stuff converging here, right in here. Again, outflow boundaries from storms. I always use that analogy of rock in the pond. You know, throw a rock in one part of the pond, throw a rock in another part of the pond. You see the waves kind of propagate out, and then they collide up. That's basically what you're looking at in the atmosphere. Same thing. All right. So they're the dynamics of the, especially when you've got weak. There's no real direction of the upper levels. There's no real steering currents. You know, you're not getting your, typical west-east movement of storms or moving in a specific direction because there's high pressure aloft and nothing's moving. So it's just kind of stuck. So that is what we're looking at here for this afternoon. So I'm waiting on that warning. We're going to see if any other warnings come out. Hey, how does it going there? Good to see you. That's Joe Sheaf 380 just said hello. Hello. Like I said, I got to get my chat ninja back up. Got to get my chat ninja back up. But, yeah, well, you learn when you do this stuff. Absolutely learn. So, I will do that later. I got to cook. I'm cooking hamburgers tonight. What do you guys have for dinner? I got we're going to cook hamburgers tonight. And then watch Silo. That's an Amazon series. If you haven't watched that series, it's a great series, by the way. Highly recommend it. Go check out Silo on Apple TV. If you got Apple TV, yeah, it's very good show. Love it. Well, things look like they're settling down here a little bit. I know. Are you getting the rain up there in Mountain City yet? You're getting close. Janice, if you're still watching, it looks like you're getting close to getting the rain up there now. It's pretty good rains up Dillard right now. So let me get that. Do I have that? Did I open that one up? I did open it. Let's see here. Let's see. Still, Georgia power outage is now up to 15,000 without power. 15,000 now without power. And there's the live look there in Rabun County right now. So you can see the rain there off to the west there. Definitely getting a little wet there as we speak. And I want to look at some other cameras here. I got that off here right now. We'll take a look, see some of these other cameras here. A little wet there. That one kind of stinks. Here's down where that severe thunderstorm warning is. Let's check the camera down here in Rockdale County. See how things look down here. Not too bad. Just a general rain falling right now. Julia says got a brief shower. Okay. Thank you, Julia. Not my wife, Julia, but now let me switch this over to basic reflectivity on this one. Oop, there's those storms there. So things starting to settle down a bit. I'm gonna stay on here till that warning expires. If it looks like we don't have anything else, we'll bring it back down. But we learned something. See, you always learn something. So even if it's not a big event, you're doing any kind of severe weather coverage, is you learn something. And what we learned here is if you cannot try to stream on. I mean, you can stream on both. I can keep my channel up and do stream like this, but you're not going to get the audience alerts. You're just not going to get it. So that was something I learned today. So I will try to figure out a way. What I need to figure out is how to switch over or bring in live coverage over to the. There's a way to do it. I don't know how to do it, but I'll figure it out. How to bring over a live coverage from a new feed over to the 24-hour channel and use that as the primary, and hopefully figure out how the alerts work on that. So we'll figure it out real slowly out right now. So, alrighty then. I was so disappointed that the Starship didn't go up yesterday. I was really hoping that was going to go, but did not go yesterday. Go back over here. Let's pull back a little bit. I'm watching this storm down here to the south. This one still might produce some severe weather. Maybe. We'll see. This stuff has not moved much at all, man. Just nasty stuff. Yeah, those rates aren't too bad. It looks like that storm should get out of the way for the Braves game, I think, by the time they get ready to go on. Well, it was north. That's exactly where it started, right here, my friend. If you want to get, yeah. I was favoring the northern eastern areas, but it stayed kind of dead center of the state. But this is where it all started, and it was kind of cutting through the state. So really, that's kind of where that severe weather risk was when we were showing this morning. The only thing they added to the outlook on that was they added this stuff further south. But this is generally where it was we were showing this morning. But I was favoring 400 over here. So you got the grass cutting time in Conyers. All right. I wish I did. Although we didn't get that much rain. I got nothing in my bucket. I got nothing. I love still Nate and Lakemont. Sorry, Janice. Maybe you win next time. That's probably the most aggravating thing about summertime thunderstorms. When you're dealing, like when we're in the fall or winter and we got a system that's like a cold front and you got a big old shield of rain, all that thunderstorm or squall line, everybody's going to kind of get it. You got a pretty good idea. Maybe different levels and stuff, but you're going to get coverage. When summertime storms, it don't work like that. It is literally, let's roll the dice and let's see who gets the thunderstorm and who don't. And you'll get a situation where, like right here, I got 0.01 inch. I got nothing in my rain gauge, but I go about 10 miles down the street and they got 3 inches of rain. I mean, that's the game when it comes to summertime rainfall. And you guys are smart enough. Y'all know this. Y'all been watching this stuff. You've lived here a long time, just like me. You know how this game works. But what gets me on social media is, man, people get mad. They get offended. They go, you said it was going to rain. I didn't get a drop, but the guy down the street got a bucket load. It's summertime. You know how this works. That is how this works, okay? Summertime stuff, you can look at the ingredients in the atmosphere. You look at like heat and lift and available fuel and all this little stuff. And you say, okay, we know we're going to get thunderstorms in this general area. But boy, we cannot pin down the exact city on who's going to get it and who doesn't. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. And of course, you got those people out there who think we can the weather guys like us, we meteorologists, we make the weather, we control it. No, I don't have that special power. I think Bruce Almighty had that, didn't he? And but no, I didn't have that at all. Let's go back up to Helen again. They're getting really close. That storm's getting very close to them right now. Getting a little dark. And let's see here. Boy, Helen's pretty busy on a Friday. Look at all the traffic there. Woof. Still kind of dark there in Dahlonega. So Blairsville's drying out a little bit. I'll come back to the radar here. Looks like we got a special weather statement just came out. Yeah, that goes till that one's going to expire. See, back to the watches warnings. Oh, there's the new warning. Yeah, I thought I heard one. Yep, there it is. Severe thunderstorm warning. Butts, Newton, and Brockdale counties. The Butts, Ripon, and Root. Yeah, we just heard that come out. Zoom in here. That was that area I just circled. Goes till 5:30. So South Central Rock. I don't like using this program because I can't read it. I don't have my other one up, unfortunately. Put over here, but I'm going to change that later. Rockdale County and Henry County and Butts County goes till 5:30. Storm was located near Rocky Plains and 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-inch hail, and nearly stationary. Yeah, that's what they're all saying. Not moving all that much. That's the big problem with these things. Not moving all that much. These rainfall rates keep going on. We may get a flood warning down here too for too long. That keeps coming down like that. Absolutely, we'll do it. Hey, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, help us out here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button as well, as the YouTube algorithm is being stingy today. Very bad. You're at, I know where you're at there, JMW. Yeah, I know where that's at. You got about a half inch. I got nothing, man. I got 0.01 in my rain gauge. I got nothing here today. Nothing. But I was thinking I was going to get a little something. I thought it looked like something was going to come on in here. But not seeing it. It should be. I don't know. Maybe my rain gauge is stuck. It says it should be raining over my house right now. At least looking at the radar, but I'm not getting anything right now. That's kind of weird. That is up 441. Yeah, that's correct. That's up to date. Maybe my gauge is messed up. Could be. Could be. I'll have to go out there and check it later. If it's blocked or something, that might cause some problems. Man, I love these. I love this. This is so cool. This is a great. So the service I got, it gives me the text alerts and it gives the email alerts, and I'm not sure if I can add that service to where I make it available for you guys out in the public. I might be able to do it. I got to look at it and see the cost of it and see if how many I can put in there, because there's a way to do it. I could add emails and text messages in there as well, but I'm gonna have to check and see how much you're allowed to do and how much that costs, because I have no idea. So, but it's at least for me, it's good to have that, because I can see all the warnings and stuff on here and keep up to it while I'm doing my broadcasts. Very nice. Very, very nice. Hey, Tyler's out there. Hey, Tyler. Oh, you just coming on board here. Let me explain to you what's going on here. We just learned a valuable lesson here as far as YouTube is concerned. And YouTube does not like you to live stream at the same time on two channels. Because I did not take down the 24-hour channel. It's still streaming. And I don't want to fool with it now because I started this one. And so it's not giving us the audience we typically see when we have this kind of stuff. So it's not doing it, even though we got a lot of likes and people are engaging. So it is just, we learned a lesson. So the thing I got to figure out is how to, when we do live coverage from this, to switch it over to the 24-hour channel and then try to get see if the push alerts will go out from there. That I don't know. I'll have to talk to my weather colleagues in other markets who do this regularly and see if I can figure that out. Or I'm just going to have to take the 24-hour channel down completely and just bring this up by itself. Those are the two choices I got. So we'll figure it out. Heavy rain in Mountain City. Yeah, that was coming. We knew it was getting close to you there. We knew it was getting close. So the heaviest storm's right down here. Look where look at this. Wow, that's so cool. Remember the rocks in the car and the rocks in the pond analogy I just gave you? There's a good show right there. Boom. There, you see the outflow boundaries collided, blew up a storm. Yep, that's what that is right there. Stuff here in the north looks like it's starting to settle down a little bit. How close is this getting to Helen? It's getting awfully close. Getting awfully close to Helen. Sati getting rain. Helen should be getting some rain here soon. I know you got Mountain City. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that Mountain City. Look at it, Janice. There you go. You got that. You got a big heavy pull coming down there. Chatsworth. You're over here on the other side. I don't think so. You're looking pretty good over there right now. Chatsworth is clear. You guys had some storms up that way earlier, but I don't know if you're going to get any more. But don't worry, we get to do this again tomorrow and on Sunday. We got scattered storms here throughout the weekend, and with this hot heat in the way, it ain't going anywhere. We'll see more storms very similar to these, I think. Slow moving, big afternoon stuff, and we'll see how this thing goes for the afternoon. So let me go back over to the red. Again, my big concern on this whole thing is definitely the rainfall totals, rainfall amounts here that's coming up. But Looks like we're peaking out and going out. Unlike those poor guys out in Texas, it's just hard to believe that Texas, that whole area in the hill country, that a year ago got blasted with some of that severe flooding from the remnants of a tropical system, did it again. Not quite as bad as the one last year, but it was bad enough. Still big time flooding out there in Texas. So that was just yesterday. So when this stuff was going on right now, I was like, oh boy, I want to do some more stuff. But yeah, that was pretty nasty stuff. But anyway, hey, if you haven't checked out my, for those who are watching, if you're not a follower here on our Facebook page, let me put I'm gonna put the link in here for you guys, and also something else I want to give you guys too. So while we're talking, for those who are on here, I know a lot of you guys are my regulars, but I'm gonna put this on for those who are maybe not. If you want to go over to the Facebook page, there's the Facebook page right there. If you guys want to follow there, and I want to give you the links for our weather app. I want to make sure you guys have that too, because that's a really good app. I really like having that app. It's a really great tool. It really helps us out a lot here. Folks have been very, very pleased with it. So let me get here's the Apple link. I'm gonna put the Apple link in first. So I'm gonna put that in first. So here's the Apple link. If you have an Apple phone, if you want to download that, there's the link for Apple. And for the Android users, for you Android folks out there, here's the link for the Android. I'll put that in there too. So it's my gift to you. It's free. Doesn't cost you a thing. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to pay for anything. It is absolutely free. And I'll tell you, and we want to very much thank our sponsor for our weather app. I got to do that since I'm promoting that app. That is our Roof It Forward guys out of Woodstock, Georgia. They're a pay it forward organization. Ooh, lightning. Ooh, big one. Hear that, guys? Ooh, yeah. They when they do a roof job somewhere, they actually give a portion back to local children's charity, which I think is really cool. And they give that out to folks. But big boom here near my house. Check that out if you want to download those apps there. I do appreciate it, because we're getting close to 3,000 on the app download. Now, my goal on the app download is to get 10,000, so I got a lot of work to do there as well. So, anyway, let's go back over here. Looks like we're getting a pretty good storm there starting to blow up near the Athens. Let's look at the Athens camera here. Let's go over to Athens here real quick. Which one? There's the... Yeah, it's starting to get a little dark. Yeah, start to see a little bit of rain there. See that rain shaft right there? Yeah, starting to see some rain getting close to the UGA campus right now. I was trying to get a hold of this company, and they have a lot. They do have the cameras over on Radar Omega, but I want to have the regular camera links. I'm trying to get those guys to give me access to them, and it's a fight just trying to get those guys to do that. I don't understand why they want to treat me like I'm some Yahoo. I don't get it. I'm willing to be a paid customer here, and they're not being very supportive at all. But I'll send out the email again and see if they will be helpful. But we'll try. Anyway, let's go back up here to Northeast Georgia. Dillard getting some pretty good rains. Mountain City, Clayton, getting Batesville, getting very close to Helen, but not quite there yet. Cleveland, you got some lightning and thunder in your area, but I don't know if it's going to hit you guys. It's just a little bit off to y'all. A little bit of rain getting into Gainesville right now. Hey, I'm up to 0.02 on my rain gauge now. I got to wonder if that rain gauge is broke. I really got to check that later. But you see this blow up here to Gwinnett County. Gwinnett County getting some good rains in Lawrenceville, Decula, coming into Bethlehem, Loganville. Real heavy stuff down here south of Covington. That's kind of in no man's land. Not even lighting up a city or stuff in here. No. But you see these, you can kind of see these eyeballs. See these right here? These are outflow boundaries. See that? There's one right here. There's one right there. There's one right there interacting. And these outflow boundaries go out and they bump into other stuff. That's what gets them going. Hey, Tyler, you did get that response I asked you were asking about for that other company. I responded to you on that. So, like I said, any company wants to go. The big thing that I've made the decision. This was my decision. I'm just so folks know this is my decision on this. The reason why you're probably not have noticed, like on the Facebook page, the advertisers and stuff, is that I've made the decision that if a business cannot do a 6-month commitment, I will not do it. I will not do month to month. And the reason why I decided to do that is that basically I'm stealing their money. Okay, I've got a marketing degree, I got a PR background. I know damn good well when it comes to brand exposure and stuff like that, that if you're not doing at least 6 months to a year to get that repetitive nature and get that stuff out there, you're not going to get anything out of it. I'm just basically stealing your money. And so I've made the decision that unless I can get a legitimate business that wants to invest in our channel and can advertise for 6 months, I'm just not going to do it. So I would rather I'll keep just doing my earnings through social media. And but I do need the advertisers, because if I can't get those going, I'll probably will have to look for a different method of how to do what the ultimate goal is. So, but I just don't want to take advantage of any small businesses to think that they're going to advertise with us for a month and think they're going to see a big jump in sales or contacts. It doesn't work like that. 1 month is going to get you nothing, absolutely nothing. All right, let's go back over here to the precipitation rates here. Let's go to the stone totals here. Oh boy, that's filling in fast. Look at that. Wow. That's a 1 hour loop, guys. Check that out. That's filling in very quick. So we may see some additional flood warnings come out here shortly. That rate continues. At least up here on the north side, it's stopped a little bit. Okay, appreciate it, Tyler. I got you. Yeah, just make sure these folks know. Again, if anybody wants to have business that, especially established businesses that maybe have an advertising budget and stuff like that, that's what I'm trying to get. It's gonna, what's gonna require me to do is get off my butt out of this chair, start driving at least around my immediate area, Buford and Winder, maybe Gainesville, and just start handing out cards and saying, hey, our YouTube channel is going to have, by the end of this month, 1 million views since January. 1 million views. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's pretty good. And we get, millions of views on just postings on Facebook. So the audience is there. So I just got to get that. I just got to get off my butt and do, meet and greet, hand out cards, give out little things, and try to do it that way. I try to send emails, but I know what they're doing. It's like, spam, delete. That's advertising. Get out of here. So just gonna have to go face it. I've been hitting all the HVAC companies and I've got nothing, zero. And it's really a crying shame because I'll tell you, if I get an HVAC company, a good one, to be like our studio sponsor, what they're going to get for their money is far more than they could ever get on any TV platform or radio station. I'll tell you that right now. They're really missing the boat on that for sure. Let's go back over the radar here. So, all right, we got a couple more. Let's see. Let's see here. We got a couple more warnings just came out here. Newton County got a special weather statement, and Pike and Upson County got a special weather statement. These storms are nearly stationary. Heavy rains. Avoid trees. They're getting street flooding being reported too. So a lot of problems, guys, on this stuff. But at least the stuff's starting to move away from the metro Atlanta a little bit. Starting to look a little bit better there. But looks like we got a nice little line here where we got some, where the outflows kind of bounced into each other, where they're getting some more stuff kind of faring up there across northeast Georgia right now. Pretty heavy rains in there. Oh, there's our severe thunderstorm warning for Butts, Henry, and warning. I just updated that. Let's go over to the warning. Let's see. They just cut it back some. So that goes till 5:30. 60 mile per hour winds. That's that same cell that's been the dominant cell down to the south. All right, finally raining decently. I'm up to 0.07 outside my door. So starting to get some rain out here. Let's go to the quad here. There you go. There's me. Yeah, that's my backyard. Starting to rain there good, decently now. There you go. Starting to get a little rain falling in my backyard now. I was watching. It's like, when are we going to get some rain? I'm not seeing anything. It's like, oh, go. Now it's finally going. Yeah, temperature dropped to 76. At one time, I had a heat index this afternoon. It was like 110. I was like, oh, my Lord. It was so, the dew point was sitting at 75, and it was just brutally nasty out there. Just really bad. Yeah, someone was posted here in Cartersville. Didn't rain, but literally 6 drops here in Cartersville by the airport. So Cartersville missed out. Cartersville missed out on this rain. Yeah, they got. Looks like they had something that just died. Look, Cartersville. Yeah, a little bit of rain. It just kind of fizzled right on out. But that's the way it goes. It happens. That's how it goes. They just updated the flash flood warning for DeKalb County. Goes till 8 o'clock. 1 to 3 inches of rain with up to another half inch possible. So at least it's settling down a little bit. But they did extend the flash flood warning there in DeKalb County. So DeKalb County has been extended out on their warning. So again, a lot of the north side of Metro Atlanta continuing to deal with this right now. So that's all that green. So up in this area, coming back down through DeKalb County, going up through Gwinnett. That's where the heaviest rain obviously has fallen in that zone. And we pull this back out here again. All right. Hey, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, what you waiting for, my friend? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you can. Give us a like if you can. It'll help us out there a little bit. I know we are kind of tied up with the old algorithm today because what I think we're getting is just our normal audience and nobody new because of the dual stream we were doing, which is my fault. Completely on me. But that's okay. Yeah, still looking at some stuff there. We might get into the warning here up near Covington, maybe. That needs to be watched. That's starting to go up a little bit. And that storm up near Lula and Gillsville, that's a pretty good downpour up there too. It's north of the Gainesville area. Yeah, I'm up to 0.11. All right, getting a little rain. Waiting to see if we're going to get another warning or not. Hey, Tyler, what I think happened here, what I think's going on with YouTube is our audience, we got 96 folks out there watching. Those are all people who are already subscribed to the channel or already regulars on the channel. It's not alerting anybody new because of me not taking down the other stream. So in order to get new folks, we cannot have both streaming. So that's what's going on. Tyler's our normal, for those who watch normally, he's our go-to guy to kind of promote the channel and help us grow that number in that right-hand corner. But we're not going to get that today. Not today. It's just one of those things you learn. I don't really see the warning right in that. Here's the warning area right there. You kind of see where that's at. That's where the most intense part of that storm is. Just south of the Covington area. It's interesting to watch the storm just kind of blow up there. Boom. Collision of outflow boundaries. Oops. I still got to do my update for the YouTube channel, so we'll work on that later. But what's that here? Oof. Oh wow, yeah, Altown Road up in LJ had some pretty good flooding up there. A lot of trees down up there in the LJ area. That was from the earlier heavier rains that moved through there a little while ago. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if I got any more pictures here that I just promoted on that channel here. Let's see here. I'm glad to see all those updates going in there. That's so sweet. Well, a lot of them here. Let's see here. I'm just looking to see if we got any pictures here. And Just one. That's that one from LJ. Yep. Saw that earlier. Thank you for that new subscriber. Hey, Tyler, we got one. We got one. And it's kind of interesting because I think the rate on last time I checked, I think it was like 60% are not subscribed to normal watchers on the channel. The big goal is the reason why 25,000 is the goal. And if I can't get local advertising, if that's going to continue to be a fight for me, or if we can't get that because we need that income I wanted that income to cover the operational costs. If I can't get that, then we got to turn to social media. And the magic number for YouTube, as far as like potential advertisers, hey, can you promote our product and stuff, is you got to get over 25,000. At least that's what I was told. So I got to get it over 25,000 to get there. So every time we get these events to try to get the subscriber thing going, that's what it's for. So the weather computer that I want to get is the same one I use when I fill in at Fox 5. It's called a Baron Link system. And by the end of this month, we'll have about half the money roughly that's saved for that. And that's about a $30,000 computer, so it's expensive. But the biggest expense is the operational stuff on the backside of the data fees and stuff. So operationally, I want to get the advertising money just to cover the operational expenses and not rely on social media money, because social media money, because it's so dependent on whether the weather's active or not, it can go up and down. It's not consistent. So you want to get the straight advertisers in there. And I really hope I can get some advertisers too, because with El Nino coming in as strong as I think it's going to be, I think we're going to have an active weather fall and winter. I think both the fall and winter are going to be active, not only for the potential for severe weather and heavy rains, but also winter precipitation as well going into the winter. So I think we're in store for it. The last year overall, weather-wise, was not active at all. The hurricane season this year is going to be pretty much dead unless we get something that develops close, like what we're going to be watching in the Gulf this weekend. Boy, I mean, businesses need to really come in here and take advantage of this, because we get such huge spike numbers when we get active severe weather, or we get like a big storm or a hurricane or a big event or a snowstorm. Well, the numbers go through the roof, and they're missing out a great opportunity to reach that audience with the advertising if they can get into that. So, but they got to do it regularly to get that brand recognition, like I was saying earlier. But thank you for the 2 new subscribers on there. I appreciate that. I do. Anytime we get that moving in the right direction, I'm all for it. Rand 8714 is in Southeast Conyers. It's coming down pretty hard there. Yeah, you're getting some pretty good rains there in Conyers, just to your south there. Absolutely. Some very heavy rains there south of you there, coming up toward Interstate 20. Like I said, that rush hour traffic, I probably need to add a traffic map on this thing when we get events like these, because I guarantee you it's red all over the place. I probably need to add that. I'll note that to myself. Put the traffic map on here, because I guarantee you we've got a lot of traffic problems. Rush hour on a Friday at 5 o'clock. Yeah, we got problems. Yeah, I haven't looked at. Let me see if that finally updated. I never did check to see if that updated earlier. Let me take a look here. So right now on my weather app stuff, we are at. Let's see here. Let's see. We're currently at. I'm checking my downloads here because I don't think it updated yesterday. We were up to, there's the 5. We're at to 1,929. So we're coming up on 2,000 on the Apple side. And on the Android side, we are at, it's loading up. Hold on. It's a little slow. Looks like we're at come on. Yeah, that'd be that damn slow. Come on, Google. Get your act together. 1,050. There it is, 1,050. So it's interesting. So it's 2-to-1 Apple over Android. It was so funny because I had all these Android people telling me there's more Android users than Apple, and I'm like, really? I don't think so. I don't think so. At least not based off the app downloads I've seen. It's been the other way around. Anyway, all right. Looks like that's settling down here. Looks like we're looking. That's that warning is going to wrap up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and power this thing down here for today. But I do appreciate you guys checking us out. lesson learned on my part. I will do better next time and make sure that we try to figure out how to get this over to the streaming channel, or we just take that one down so we can have more fun and more engagement on here, because the YouTube algorithm is just not with us today. Not today. And just cannot stream on both. So we learned. All right. Anyway, you guys have a good evening. Watch out for these storms. They're going to be around all weekend. Got them for tomorrow. Got them on Sunday. So if you didn't get the rain parade today, maybe you'll get it tomorrow. Okay. All right. We're going to stop our stream for now, and we will see you guys next time. All right.